Welcome to another mind-blowing YouTube video. Similar to my previous video, I talk about the mind of a champion and I talk about how everything actually starts from the mind. If you want to change everything, if you want to be better at anything at all, you need to actually start from the mind. The mindset really matters in anything that you want to do. And in that video, I talked about the minds of a champion, how the minds of the champion work. And I promise that in my next video, I'm going to be talking about the mind of the rich, all right? And which is why we are here. And that's why I'm making this video now. I want to talk about the mind of a rich, how the rich people think and how they react, how they think towards things and towards life in general. So in my notes here, I have about 7 key things I want to talk about and I want us to pay attention. Now, first, you might be thinking, why are we talking about, the mind of the rich? Before you become rich, you need to have that mindset first. You might be thinking, oh, I want to be rich. But if you don't have that mindset, no matter the ways you are given today, you will squander it and return back to where you are. But the mind actually helps to maintain. The mind helps you to keep it there, and the mind helps to continue multiplying. So the mind of the rich is very, very important for every one of us to have and to know. So I'll be looking at my book and I'll be talking about, now the first thing I'll be talking about in this video is the rich believes I create my life, while the poor believes that life happened to me. For every rich person you see, they believe that their life, they are in charge of their lives, right? They believe that they're in charge of their life. They believe that their life is for them and they have power over their life, power to make decisions, power to control, power to take over their life. Every decision comes from them. They are actually basically responsible for their life. They are responsible for every outcome of their life. They take decisions that they know that, oh, this decision, I am going to bear the consequence of everything that is going to happen with this decision I'm taking. But comparing it with the life of a poor man, right? A poor man believes that life happens to me. This is something that the rich will not think of. They don't think that life happens. They don't just sit and just feel like, oh, anything that comes, all right? They believe in taking action. They believe in making a move, doing the necessary thing that they need to do. A poor man will also think that life happens to me, and they play victims all of the time. Most of the time, they play victims like, oh, we live today again. We do what we have to do, and anything that happens, it's fine. It's just life. No, a rich man won't do that. A rich man won't think that way. A rich man will take the bull by the horn and make sure that it goes towards its direction. So I wrote here that the poor play the blame game. They blame everyone. They even blame God. They blame God for how things are in their life. They justify things. They say money is not even important. They even say that money is not as important as love. There are some things that poor people say and you'll just be like, really? Some people will be like, oh, money is not important. For real? Money is actually important. Money is very, very important. Money is power. Money is comfort. Money is, everything. So money is actually very, very important. So if you want to have the mindset of a rich, you do not say that money is not important. So let me give you this scenario now. Imagine your family member, you might be close to your relative, close to your family members, and they're always there for you. And you look at them in the eye one day and you tell them that, say, you're not even important. How would the person feel? The person will feel bad, right? So imagine money having ears and hearing you say such that, oh, money is not important. Really, money is not important, but you want to have money around you. No, now it cannot work. That's why at the end of the day, somebody will still go broke. One will still go broke. Uttering such statement, you go broke. Money won't stay around you. So rich people they know how important money is. They know how money commands attention. They know how money commands respect. They know how money commands a lot of things. Money brings comfort. Money brings a whole lot of things. So rich people don't take that way. They will never say such a thing. So another thing is, poor people are always complaining. They're always complaining. You rarely find a rich person complaining, even if things are not going well for that rich person. You rarely find a rich person complaining about life, complaining about the economy, complaining about the country. The people you still find complaining are still the poor. The economy of the country might not be good, quite all right, but you rarely find a rich man complaining that the economy is not good. because he is always looking for a way out of every situation, not to sit down and complain. Stop complaining. Stop complaining. Now, I wrote down here that the more you focus on something, the more the thing expands. So anything you focus on actually expand. If you focus on love, it expands, right? If you focus on things that are not, really good, it expands. That's why in my church, there's something we used to do. We try not to focus on sin. Try not to talk much on sin, right? What we talk about is the righteousness, holiness, and we talk more on, the goodness of God, the love of God, because if you focus on these things, it magnifies. So anything you focus on magnifies. If you focus on, the bad things, it actually magnifies. You might think that you are trying to knock it down, but it's actually magnified. So focus on the good thing. And like I said, the first one is that rich people believe that they create their lives, and poor people believe that life happens to them. Now, number two, rich people plays the money game to win, while poor people play the money game not to lose. So if we're talking about now the money game, right? One thing that the rich people do is they ensure that if they're playing the money game, they play it in such a way that they are not there to lose. They are not in the money game to, they are not even thinking about losing. Any game that involves money, once they enter that game, they believe in the profit. They believe in winning. They don't have that any other mindset. So that's how the rich man thinks. So it's something that we need to imbibe. All right, something that you need to imbibe, and you need to start having that mindset of a rich man. Think of winning all the time, not, oh, I don't want to lose. Oh, even if I want to lose, let me know. Why not just go straight and think of winning? That's how the rich people think. They think of how they are going to win. Now, I wrote here, if your goal is to be comfortable, chances are you will never get rich. But if your goal is to be rich, chances are you will end up mighty comfortable. Now, like I said, many people play the game to, play safe. Let's say safe. Like the rich goes into the game and they just want to win. Poor people just want to be comfortable with what they have. They want to be comfortable with where they are. Rich people work tirelessly. I have a friend, he's very, very wealthy, right? He works Monday to Mondays. And it really amazes me. I'm wondering that, hey, in fact, now I don't have any day that I'm taking that. I want to rest. Yeah, I'm a young person. So it's tight. This is the best time to, put in all your energy and keep working hard as possible. So what I'm trying to say is that if you want to get rich, if you want to be rich, you need to work. You don't need to be comfortable now. But the most important, the beautiful thing about being rich is that if you are rich, there is high chances of you being comfortable. So if you want to be comfortable now, you might not be rich. But if you are rich, you will be comfortable. I don't know if you get that now. So now the third one I have here is that rich people are committed to being rich, while poor people just want to be rich. Now, there are 3 levels of, wanting to be rich. Many people want to be rich. There are actually 3 levels. Level number 1, the want level. I want to be rich. I just want to be rich. I want to, just be rich. If you ask many people, do they want to be rich? They will say yes, they want to be rich. But what about the commitment? What about the sacrifice of being rich? That's level 1. The second level is choose to be rich. Choose to be rich. Actually, it goes beyond the first level, right? The want level. People that want something, they might just want it and never get it, right? Choose to be rich. That means out of many other options, you are choosing to be rich. Now, the third level is commit to being rich. Commit to being rich. And under this commitment, there are a lot of things that you need to pay attention to. Commitment, commitment is not just a word. All right, it's an action. Commitment is an action. Commitment is you giving your all. Commitment is responsibility. Commitment is, more like living out your pleasure, living out a lot of things, the entertainment and all of that, focusing on getting that thing that you want. So that's you committing. So the first one I said is wanting to be rich. Second one is choose to be rich, and the third level is commitment. Be committed to being rich. Be seriously committed to being rich. If you are not fully, totally, and truly committed to creating wealth, chances are that you just live in the one section. And if you are just want, obviously everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it. I want it. You want it. Even the person that is rich today still wants more. All right. But the difference is the commitment. The difference is the time. What are you doing with your time? How are you managing your time? What are you doing at a period in time? All right. So now the fourth comparison that I have here is rich people think big, while poor people think small. Rich people actually think big. They think of how they can reach out to a whole lot of people. Like I was having a discussion with a friend of mine, that teaches, and I was telling him that teachers are not making more money because of the number of people they are teaching. People on YouTube and people online, a lot of people teach online. But what's the difference between the people that teach online? Do you know they make more money than teachers that teach in the classroom? Why? Because the number of people you are teaching is limited. Highest in a classroom, they put in a classroom. I'm just using this, all right? Because I was a teacher and I love being a teacher. Highest they'll put in a classroom of, I don't know, maybe highest 50. That's if the school is very, very populated. Then, but let me just come to the average number of classes I know. Highest, let's say 20. You're putting a classroom of 20 and you keep teaching 20 people every day. The 20 people are not changing, the 20 people are not renewing, and they're even children. All right. Well, if you're online, even if you're a subject teacher, that subject you're teaching, if you're teaching it online, all right, you find out that you're having different set of people that are teaching, and you find out that you'll be able to reach more people. You find out that you're able to teach more people. So think big. So the amount of people that you reach is very, very important. The amount of people that you are able to impact, you're able to change their life is very, very important. So think big. Think of the number of people you are about to reach. Think of the impact that you want to make. Okay, I'm making impact, but this impact is just to a selected few. Why not think of making impact to a large number of people? Think of the wealthy people that we have today. Most of the wealthy people that we have today, they are able to reach a lot of people. All right. So life is not about you yourself alone. Life is also about making impact. It's about making impact in other people's life. How have you been able to impact others? How have you been able to touch the lives of many? How have you been able to, teach others? How have you been able to, what can people actually remember you for? So that's the beauty of impacting and being someone who has the mind of others. So rich people actually think big. So stop thinking small. Stop thinking within that place. Okay, this is the little people I want to talk to. This is a few people I want to reach. This is a few people I want to communicate my thoughts with. This is a few people I want to impact, encourage, and all of that. You can actually reach a large number of people. How do you reach a larger number of people? So think big, solve more problems, help people. Now, I would like to add this. Now, children of God like to shrink. Children of God like to shrink when it comes to this kind of matter. When we talk about wealth and all of that, they want to make impact, but they want to make it in a very little corner. No, the world does not respect people that are little. The world, in fact, the world wants you out there. The Bible was saying that that we are light, right? That we should not light a light and put it under the bushel. A lot of people are putting their light under the bushel. Meanwhile, you're supposed to put it out. I made a video about visibility. You can check out the video. We need to be visible. You are impacting, but you are impacting just a small number of people. You're not thinking big. You need to think big. And think of how you can impact a larger number of people. The more you impact, the more you change your life. That's how rich people think. Now, number 5 I have here. Rich people focus on opportunities. Poor people focus on obstacles. Poor people focus on what the reason why they cannot do something, instead of they should focus on the reason why they should do something. rich people focus on opportunities. The moment they see opportunity, they don't want to think of any obstacle that can stop them. They don't even believe that there is anything that can stop them. The first one I was talking about, rich people play to win. They don't have that mind of playing safe. They want to win. They know they want to win. This reminds me of the match between Argentina, this previous World Cup, right? Argentina played some matches. They were already losing, and it shows how mindset really matters. When they were, losing at some point, they already came to the game with the mindset of they want to win. They want to win. They were playing with Egypt. I remember the match with Egypt. Egypt was already beating them 2-0. All right. And all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. Egypt started defending. This guy came with the mindset of, we want to win. And they kept pushing. And they won that match. I think 90 minutes, or they went to 120 minutes, thereabout. They won the match at the end of the day. It's the mindset, the winning mindset, Have that mindset that, this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. Go for it. Don't see things as an obstacle. Many a times, we want to do something, you are seeing the obstacle. You are saying, this is the reason why they cannot do this thing. Or let me use example of people that are creating content now. They have a lot of reasons why they cannot create content. A lot of reasons. They have more reasons why people don't want to create content than the reason why they should. Meanwhile, you should have more reasons why you should create than more reasons why you should not. All right. So have that mindset of seeing opportunities than seeing obstacles. Rich people see potential growth. Poor people see potential loss. Rich people focus on the reward. Poor people focus on the risk. Rich people focus on what they want. Poor people focus on what they don't want. Your field of focus determines what life will give you. What you focus on will determine what life will give you. Now, I wrote down here that the universe will assist you. The universe will guide you. The universe will support you. And even create miracles for you. But first, you have to commit. You have to commit to something. You have to commit to something. If you do not commit yourself, if you are not committed to getting wealthy, to putting all effort in, the universe won't give you anything. You need to commit. Now, this moves me to the next one I have here, the fifth one I have here. Rich people admire other rich people and other successful people, while poor people resent rich and successful people. Rich people, when they see the other rich people, they are usually very happy. They are usually admiring, wow, what could this person be thinking to achieve this thing? But poor people, when they see rich people, they resent them. They don't even like them. They are just like, you see, these rich people, they are the one that they are stealing all the money. They are the one that do not make me. No, you should not see them. They are working. They are working. You should admire them. You should pray for them. You should love them. When you see a rich person, your rich friend, admire that rich friend. You cannot attract what you don't like. He's wealthy. You don't like his wealth, and you want to also be wealthy. That means you don't want to be wealthy. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't want it at all. They don't want wealth, but they act like they want it. They behave like they want it. But if you ask them, do you want to be wealthy? They'll say, hey, yes, of course. But the things that they need to do to be wealthy, they won't do it. All right. So the next one is the last one on my list. So I won't wait much. The last one on my list is rich people associate with successful people. Poor people associate with unsuccessful people. You are poor. You are still associating yourself with poor people. You are not wealthy. You are still associating yourself with people that are not wealthy. You need to move with people that are wealthy. Talk to people that are wealthy. Attract people that are wealthy. There is a saying of Apostle Joshua Selman. He said, if 5 people are in a room, I think he used about wisdom, about wise people, but let me use it in this format. If in a room we have 5 wealthy people, if we have 5 wealthy people in a room, and you are part of them, you are the 6th person. In that room, we have 6 wealthy people. And he also said something. If we have 6 persons in the room, and you're also part of those 6, right? That means we have 6 poor people. Do you understand? So the people you have around you, your companion, really matters. Who you associate with, who you talk with really, really matters. Now, I wrote here that resenting the rich is one of the surest way to stay broke. Instead of resenting the rich, practice admiring the rich, blessing the rich, and loving the rich. Bless that which you want. Anything you want, bless it. Anything you want, covet it, pray about it, talk about it, and don't be negative about, wealth or people that are rich. Don't talk negative about people that are rich. I hope you've been able to get value from this. And that's the 7th one, right? I hope you've been able to get value from this. So let me just give a recap of everything. Number 1, I said rich people believe I create my life, while poor people believe that life happens to me. Number 2, I say rich people play the money game to win, while poor people play the money game not to lose. Number 3, I say rich people are committed to being rich, while poor people want to be rich. Number 4, I said rich people think big, while poor people think small. Number 5, I said rich people focus on opportunity, while poor people focus on obstacle. Now, number 6, I said rich people admire other rich people, while poor people resent rich people, and they resent unsuccessful people. Now, number 7, I said rich people associate with positive and successful people, while poor people associate with negative and unsuccessful people. So your association really matters. Associate with the right set of people. I hope you've been able to get value from this video. Kindly like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. See you in the next class.